Uh, well, it's actually interesting because one cat, two cats, even three cats, it's a fair amount. But then when you see 19 cats in a house, just all of them running, just doing stupid stuff, just they all have different personalities. So I work at a pet store, so when people are complaining about like 4 or 5 cats, I'm like, oh yeah, well try living in a house with 19 cats. And then the faces, I see faces drop, like they're just like, like seriously. And no, I wouldn't change it. It makes for an interesting story. Someday when I have kids, they're gonna say, "Oh, Dad, what kind of pets did you have?" I'm like, "Well, it's a funny story, kids. I had a lot of pets."
Will the number of cats grow? Well, they're all spayed and neutered, so it's not going to grow by any means in the house. And that too, that's a big thing. Always spay and neuter your pets.
Sometimes like they get spiteful because there's so many of them. Sometimes like they'll spitefully like pee on something if you leave it somewhere. So I guess that gets kind of annoying. Then having to deal with cat fur all over you on a constant day-to-day basis. I slide them across the floor sometimes. A bunch of my other cats, they're wilds. You throw things around. They play with the dumbest stuff. Like one of my cats sometimes likes to play with forks. Don't ask me why. He just plays with forks.
Okay, maintenance of 19 cats. Days usually start at about 5 a.m. because when it's a cat, you're not going to sleep if they're hungry. Litter box, mopping the floors and all that kind of stuff because I have a bunch of them they will not eat out of dishes. If I put it in a dish, it comes out of the dish.
Feeding time. Feeding time is a hectic time during my house because we have a closet where we keep all the food. They're very specific on the time that they get fed. It's usually around 4 or 5 o'clock. So around that time, they start fighting with each other. They start just running around the house, they just doing crazy stuff. They all gather around. It looks like almost like they're like a little cult, like just getting ready to feast on something. You basically have like a little army following you as you're bringing the food over to like the little spot in my living room that we feed them. Feeding time is probably one of the most epic times in my house, and especially sometimes the cats will stay off to the side, wait for the food, and then once they start seeing that they can move in to get food, the other ones bat them away to go get food elsewhere. It's crazy. It really is. It's nuts.